Welcome back, guys. My name is Derek. We'll flip and drip. Today we're going to be talking about my beliefs on the condition of the housing market and where it's heading next. This is just my opinion on this subject. I could be wrong. It's very possible. Nobody knows the future. But with that being said, let's jump into it. Okay, so it's no secret that the housing market has been on a tear lately. If you would have bought a house in 2019, you would have been up more than buying Bitcoin or anything else. Seriously. In the past 2 to 3 years, houses damn near doubled. In my area, I live in the high desert of Southern California, so more of like the Hesperia area. The average house is $450,000. Before the pandemic, it was probably around like $300,000. So that's a $150,000 gain. And now we have higher mortgage rates. So, essentially, if you get a $400,000 house at 5%, you're really paying $800,000 at the end of that loan. So that's the one big thing that I've seen that's changed from the beginning of the pandemic to now. The higher mortgage rates are keeping people out of the market because if you could afford a $400,000 house with a 3% mortgage rate, you can't afford that with a 5% mortgage rate. Not at all. Maybe just 300, maybe. Another big thing that I see is we're getting a lot of listings. If you're a fan of this channel or you know me personally, I've been preaching that at one point we're going to get seller FOMO and people are going to be like, oh, I need to sell my house. I need to sell my house before it tumbles down. I think we're at the very beginning of that. And for anybody that's really into real estate, it should be a red flag when you have less showings. And that's exactly what's going on. Now, I'm not too sure if the housing market falls like stocks and cryptos like 30, 40, 50% on some things. I would like to believe that's not going to happen. But again, who knows what happens? When you mix high mortgage rates, low income, that's not a good math problem to have. Because let's be realistic, a lot of people are not making $100,000 plus a year. When you're barely able to qualify for a $350 loan at 3%, when it goes up double, you ain't qualifying for anything, especially if the houses are going up. You're gonna qualify for a shoebox on the corner. But the one thing that I do want to make clear in this video, and it's very important, there's really never a bad time to buy a house. I promise you. Unless you're an investor. Unless you're an investor, it's a whole different story. You don't want to buy at the top of the market and get dumped on and lose all your money. I get it, fine. But if you're not an investor and you're just shopping for a roof over your head, buy something you can afford, comfortably afford, and live in it. Doesn't matter what the market does in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Most of the time you live in it for 10 plus years. And I know what you're thinking right now.
But Derek, if I just wait 1 year, I could get it at a better price.
That's just guessing. We don't know what's going to happen. It could just not happen. Everybody's expecting it to happen. And usually, irony loves faith. What happens if nothing happens and prices just continue to go up? You'll be sitting there fucking scratching your head like, damn, I should have got in. Make sure you can make that monthly payment. That's it. You own that house. You're building equity in the house. Don't be scared because of
everything gonna fall apart and die, and it's never gonna come back, and we're fucked, and everything's bad.
Everything goes up and everything goes down. And if you just look at history, buying a house is always a good investment. And I know people out there can be like, it's a liability. It is, but it's also an asset at the same time because it protects you and your family and gives you shelter and warmth. And there's so much to owning a home. But at the end of the day, I just really don't want people to continue to wait and hold the bag. If you feel like the market's going to come down, wait if you think you can time it. But if you can afford it, I mean, hey man, houses are only getting more expensive. Sure, they're going to drop in the moment, but you're going to be like,
it's only down 20%. It's going to go another 30.
And then miss it. Again, I have no idea what's happening. I just wanted to make a video on my opinions on what I believe is going to be coming. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you dropped a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to stay in a loop. I drop a video about every other day to every day, including shorts, everything tailored just to help you become a better human and obviously help myself become a better human. But with that being said, guys, my name is Derek. We'll flip and drip and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.